Hi, everybody. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is there's a lot of people living in poverty, a lot of people um, that are just having a really hard time. So I mentioned a couple of videos ago about how you could start a driving school, maybe a non-profit. Um, those are two ideas, but the driving school is definitely something that you can achieve. I did it myself. You can take a driving school course, and then you can subcontract for a while, and then you can go on to starting your own business. Um, it's important that there's help out there. That's why I hope one day that I tweak these videos and that the word gets out, and we can eventually. I'd like to have a festival in uh, Las Vegas, and to have people and families um, to come there, and then we have just a festival, and we have different activities going on. I mean, everything from tasting different foods to cake decorating to self-defense classes to belly dancing classes to uh, you know different types of music, like different worlds within the world. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as music from India, Bollywood dancers, some Indian food. Um, um, and the same thing with South America and some Latin music and Latin dancing and some uh, you know uh, Mexican food, and also from the islands. Um, and one of the things I wanted to do is to come out and tell people and say, doesn't matter where you're at right now, you can start a driving school. You can, spend some of your time gaining some knowledge. The book Think and Grow Rich is a phenomenal book. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad is going to tell you how the real world works. And The Power of Intention is a very powerful book by Dr. Wayne Dyer. And Living the Wisdom of the Tao. I don't have any. I used to smoke cigarettes, but I quit 13 and a half years ago now. It's really about a decision. You get sick and tired of it, you quit, done, and you manage, when the cravings come. You do something different. I started cleaning this out and that out, and afterwards they subsided. And now I barely get any cravings. It went from craving, and then it just once in a while, and then once in a blue moon, and then now I can't even remember the last time I had a craving. But I still struggle with the food. Sometimes I'm like, you know, I have lost. I just weighed myself today actually, and I have lost. Um, well, I had lost like just near 30 pounds, but then I had gained 9 back. But I've lost all that back again, that 9 pounds. So I'm at like um, well, I think it's like 28, 29, 28 pounds. I think it's 28 pounds. So I'm happy with that. um, what was I saying? So about the festival, and so we want it to be. If you Google the Surrey Fusion Festival in Surrey, British Columbia, they have a good festival. I've been there a few times. They it needs to be tweaked so they don't have enough dancing for the people. The seating is not great, but um, otherwise it's a good show. And they have it in the park, and they have all the different booths set up, and there's all kinds of different food, all kinds of different music. Um, but I would like to have like a dance. I'd like to go into the hoods in different areas and have a dance and help you know connect with like a foundation or a city program that helps people on low income to join um, the rec center, whether it be one with the Y or the city. and be able to help pay for the difference that because sometimes you still have to pay some, but we want to be able to help pay for that and to have a dance that night, and to talk to them and to bring like books and share knowledge and just to show them that we care, and just like I said, just try to get people involved and really help people out. Sometimes people need some gas for the car, some gas cards. Some people need clothes for their kids. They need food. They need, maybe, you know, um, just and maybe even just have like the local animal shelter come out and say, look, these are the pets in the neighborhood that need to be adopted, and we could connect them, and we can maybe help pay some of the pet deposits, and just help, you know, people like that, and it will get people involved in helping, and then, like I said, having dances, a family dance, where it's a Hello Kitty themed dance, and there's Angry Birds section for the little boys, and a little princess section for the little girls, and maybe we'll have it somewhere where the pets could come out. We'll have the Lion King um, for the pets, and then it's just like a multicultural dance. A lot of people want to meet. A lot of people wanted, there's a lot of people I've talked to. All guys are always approaching me. I still, I, being like for a long time, I was a very healthy weight, a very, very pretty girl. And so when you gain a lot of weight, I am still kind of surprised sometimes. It's like, wow, they still, you know, um, they still approach me and stuff, and it's flattering, but I mean, sometimes it's a pain, but I guess, I mean, I'm 45 and I could still, I don't know, but, um, so there's a lot of people that still want to meet, they've been single, they went through the whole I'm not getting involved again, and then the world just becomes colder and colder, and they're like, no, no, wait a minute, I want to meet somebody again. I'm not liking the single thing too much. Um, so the dances would be a great way for people to come out, and like I said, it's gonna be nice. It's not gonna be, we're gonna have some like old school music, some Donna Summer and Michael Jackson when he first started out, and then we're gonna have like all kinds of just fun dance music. It's the girls and the food, and then the guys will come, right? You get Hello Kitty, and we're gonna have Hello Kitty. We want to have Hello Kitty prizes because that's just fun for girls, and um, and we want to grow it into. It's like, okay, we're gonna have go play some floor hockey, we'll play some basketball, and we're gonna sign some people up, and then we're gonna have a dance, right? And then we're gonna get other foundations to start, later on to have a tournament with medals like gold, silver, bronze, and then and say, okay, well, now it's gonna be like a mini festival, right? And if you want to get involved and play any of the sports, you have to be a part of a nonprofit. It doesn't necessarily have to be ours, but wherever your heart is, it could be in, you know, one of the reasons that I wanted for floor hockey, of course, being Canadian, but floor hockey is an affordable sport to play. So all over the world, people could play floor hockey, and if we can later on I've already sent something to the Olympic Committee to say floor hockey should be an Olympic event. It's something that people in the hood sometimes play in Canada already to get out of their home life. Sometimes the circumstances at home are just unbearable sometimes. So and it could really just be uh, an affordable sport, a goal somewhere where they can learn a lot of life skills about networking and leadership, and because not everybody's going to ski, not everybody is going to have the parents that are going to take them to hockey practice, or not everybody, it's not in everybody's culture. Like football is just not inbred in the culture like it is, in Texas, for instance, in other parts of the world. But Floor hockey is but floor hockey also will, the single mothers, like the single, not the single mothers, single women will play floor hockey. I mean, there not a lot of them are really going to come out and play a game of basketball or soccer. But they'll come out. Floor hockey, I mean, you have your stick and the white plastic ball. We're not talking about hard ball hockey. We're talking about floor hockey with a white plastic ball. They'll come out and play, so it's fun, and you can come out and people are meeting, a little drama there hockey on the hockey floor. And then the guys could shine, and they could have their own game, and they could shine for us, and on the basketball court. Um, that's what it used to be like when I was younger. Um, that's what they used to play, basketball and floor hockey. So I just, and yeah, and we get it into Vegas, and with this thing too is like, I hope that you guys help me get this up and going. Because somebody contact them in Vegas, like Caesar's Palace or something. Have it on the ground somewhere. Because the truth of the matter is families, when they go to Vegas, they're looking for somewhere to be able to afford to take their family to eat. I mean, the buffets are like 40, 45 bucks a person. It's crazy. You got 3, 4, 5 kids with you. It's like, how? I mean, one time's okay, but you got to eat more than one time, right? So if you're eating 2, 3 meals a day at least, like, I mean, it's crazy. You have a festival, and people all around Vegas will be coming. Okay, I'm going to the festival to get something to eat. I'll be back. And then, oh, so I'm going to try the cake decorating. I'm going to go try the self-defense. So they have a game of like Common Sense Court coming up. They have a game, or they have salsa lessons. They have Bollywood dancing. They have a belly dancing. You say, well, what did you do after they say, what did you do in Vegas? Well, I did all this kind of dancing. I did cake decorating. I took self-defense. They'll be like, what? What do you mean? It's like, yeah, they have a festival now. And I was, we were able to feed the kids. We'd go there when we'd eat, and then we'd go back in doing the other Vegas stuff. And all different, couple of different stages. And you have some comedy, and you have even a stage for all, like, the military section, like the military people that need to be, and the name of it's going to be I Want to Know What Love Is festival. And what about the people that have um, sacrificed, and their loved ones have died at war. So they could have a voice. They could come out and share their stories, and we can play some music and remember their loved ones, and it could be very patriotic. And there could be an entrepreneur section, and deals could get done, right? Get some provisional patents on some products, and they could come out and say, this is how you can move your product. And we get another, I know there's QVC, but get another online or TV show to move product. um, and maybe, just things like that. That's what, a lot of people want. But as far as we want to do the dance, we want to, whether go by car, bus, train, plane, and just get into an area and say, okay, let's get you, hooked up with the Y or the rec center, and let you get your kids start getting healthier, start you figure out what your blood type 2 is if you want to get healthier, because you could be eating all the wrong foods. Eat right for your blood type, and the Body for Life program for working out is the best. Okay, so let's do this.